What's up, y'all? It's Jeremiah with ADF, and let's check out the Mench. The Mench is a purpose-built van for podcasting, recording on the road, hitting those music festivals, and all-around performer's dream. Let's hop in and check it out. One of the most important details of this van is this front working space. You know, we have a table here that can be used for just working from the road, but it can also be used to store equipment or different kind of recording devices that someone might be using if they're doing a sound recording or a podcast. They have easy access to equipment or computers on their table. But you'll also notice that behind me, we have this really nice walnut accent panel wall, just to really give a nice kind of rich and nice background for whatever type of podcasting or film work is being done in this van. So this is a very presentable front shot. You'll notice we integrated black L-track that really integrates nicely with this black kind of accent striping pattern, and gives me more access for mounts, whether I want to mount a guitar behind me for just a display, or just have different hanging mounts for cameras, microphones. I've even got L-track on my wall, which has a special microphone boom arm mount. So I've got different positions to mount up to 3 different microphone booms. So other features of the front, we've got 2 front factory swivel bases. So additionally, we can sit up here. You have more working space, more kind of hangout space. We've got an upper storage cabinet with our signature rounded profiles and padded head bump pads, all of really nice, rich black vinyl, just to pull in that walnut kind of just dense look that really kind of pulls in this really masculine feel in here. Up top, we've got our access to our pop rack. So if there's additional people traveling with us on the road, maybe some people are handling merchandising, just extra people want to hang out for a long weekend trip, there's a full extra bed up top through the pop rack. Along the 45 above the sliding door, we've got an additional speaker for more better sound quality. We've got extra access to 12-volt power. So this is a socket style plug that can also have a USB adapter on it. So if you want to have like some sort of camera or microphone or something up in this space. We've got our digital thermostat for the heater system. We've got different colored light controls. This is for our accent panel lighting. We've got our main control panel with all of our laser engraved switches. We've got a really simple and easy to read voltage gauge. We've got a little LCD display for our water tank. So one is for fresh water, the other side is for gray water, so I can monitor how much capacity I have left and how many gallons I have at my fingertips. So one additional and really unique part of this build is kind of built around this front recording space. So not only is this a nice comfortable seat that has seat belts, but underneath here we have a bunch of provisions built in for all the recording gear and all the actual studio type equipment that you're gonna mount in here and then kind of plug all your AV stuff into. So to get into it, we pull off our backrest cushion, set it aside, and then this bottom cushion also pulls out. So we can pull this up. And underneath here, you'll see we actually have din rack areas. And we've got 3 adjustable heights. So if your equipment's not quite as tall, we can actually lower it down. But otherwise, I do have 12 different rack units of space that you can put, whatever type of recording equipment you need to. Along this kind of boom arm here, so we've got the different mounts for my microphone booms, but we also made this little wire cover. So this will open up and close. So you can hide any sort of microphone, USB-C cables, XLR cables, whatever you have for your equipment. So go into our usable kind of kitchen space in this van. There's really deep black countertop. It's really almost reflective. We got black accent features for the refrigerator, black sink basin, as well as faucet. We've got lots of access to storage. So we've got a little pull-out pantry down over here. And then above that, we've got a nice full length upper cabinet, same rounded profile with padded head bumps, microwave up top, and then additional storage for all your clothes and personal gear down the whole length of the van. So one thing, especially with people who are living from the road, is you really want to have a nice comfortable bathroom space. So this one, we have a really nice full width bathroom, and you'll see similar to our little suite van, which is more of our kind of like luxury coach, we integrated this really cool rounded profile to the sides of the bathroom itself. And it really does a nice job of like just taking down the sharpness of these corners, making this feel not nearly as big, and really ties it into the rest of the rounded profiles of our upper cabinets and some other things that we do. One thing that we did also change with that is rather than having 2 opening doors, we have a single inset door. And moving into the actual rest of the bathroom, this one's got a dry flush toilet, and then I've got a curtain that just slides, so there's a rail at the top and magnet in place and provide waterproofing for the door. Inside, we've got inset storage for shampoo, for soap, for different kind of accessories you might have in here. I've got additional L-track on both walls. So the shower head mounts up to some L-track. I can move that shower head around as I need to. And I have plenty of space to use the restroom and then stand up in here and actually have a nice comfortable shower inside my vehicle whenever I want. So one design update that we did to our interior paneling style for this van, being a white van on the interior with mostly black interior accessories and components, we didn't want to have a ton of white accents from the body paint showing through with our standard style paneling. So on this one, we actually brought the window paneling in, hugged it tighter to the window trim itself, to the window rubbers, and really covered up all that exposed metal around the perimeter of the window. It's a vinyl wall rather than like a fabric, so it really has this rich and kind of decadent taste to it that's a little darker, but it really just brings that rich woodwork feel and overall darker tone to the van. And it exposes, or it keeps all that white metal from the body kind of hidden away. For this bed, so since this customer is a traveling musician, we want to have like a larger garage space for all of his studio type gear, all of his band equipment, all of his instruments, whatever he might bring along for his shows. So we designed this cool pull-out tray that's as big as we could possibly make it between the wheel wells of the van. And this whole thing slides out. And now I can get in here, organize my gear, organize my equipment in such a way where I can get to it, load it up or unload it efficiently. And we've also built additional storage around and make every inch of this space usable. So over here where our batteries are mounted, we have additional space for more things to get stored. We've also got a lofted tray for an easy up, but we left as much space as we could underneath it for additional gear to slide underneath. We have a lofted platform style bed. So we've got 70 inches of width by about 76, 77 inches of length. So it gives you really just less than a king size overall bed. In the back bed space area, we specifically did not put upper cabinets along one side. So I had space to do this. I could sit up in bed. I could look out at my panoramic windows on the passenger side, or I could just watch a movie or hang out, maybe read a book. I have space to kind of comfortably sit up in bed and do more than just lay down and go to sleep. We integrated more L-track on the top part of the wall, as long as down in multiple locations on my roof. I've got an additional venting window on this side so I can get more airflow throughout the interior of the van. On this van, we also integrated some focal speakers in the back doors, over the sliding door, and over the bench on the driver's side. So it gives really a nice submersive audio feel with these upgraded focal speakers. All right, another unique aspect of this van, since it might be used for podcasting or recording inside the vehicle, we integrated another strip of L-track along the inside step here. And the idea of that is you can make more mounts for microphones, for cameras, for any other stuff that might be useful during filming. All right, the Mench is gonna be based out of Colorado, but he really goes all over the country. So we went with this Rome-built full coverage front bumper with that bull bar that goes up and around, just to provide the most protection we could possibly get to the front of this van for those nighttime drives through the canyons where those deer might hop out and get you. We've got diode dynamic lights instead of amber and clear. We've got a Warren 12,000 pound Evo winch with a synthetic line. Up top, we got a KC Highlights Gravity Pro 50-inch light bar. So that's gonna really light up that night when those really dark back roads. Coming down the driver's side of the van, unfortunately our Owl Talon super single conversion rims have not shown up yet. So shooting this video with stockers, but before this thing ships, it will look super aggressive. We don't have our wheels and tires yet, but there will be a spare on the back side here. So the Owl Van's rear tire carrier. We've also got an Owl Van's B2 carrier on the passenger side with the Sandy Van's boost box. So a nice large box that can fit golf clubs, it can fit skis and snowboards, it can fit all that extra gear that you really need to have on board with you when you're going full-time in a van. And as you look up top, you'll see our pop rack. Right now it's currently popped up. We also have a pop rack extension on the front, so that's in the forward edge of that pop rack, and another pop rack extension on the back. So that does it for Mench. If you're interested in this van or anything like it, or want to get your show on the road, reach out to us, sales@adsprinters.com, or check us out on any of our social platforms @ADS Sprinters.